Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. Uh, I'm going to make a video here. It's going to take me a little bit to get it up and going. If you watched my last video, I was able to finally get out of Stain and get my loot out of Stain, and I am now in high sec, about 12 jumps from Dodixie. That goes straight through high sec. Woo! Coffee time. So I'm a little bit safer. Am I going to haul my ill-gotten goods from Stain all at once with this? No, that would be stupid, especially since I've put out a video that says that I'm hauling close to 600 million ISK worth of junk with me. So what I'm going to do is, over the period of the next couple of days, haul small groups of it, take a look at each one. I'm not going to make videos of that, don't worry about it, as far as looking at each thing, unless something's really important. And kind of figure out what I want to do with the stuff. Partly, I want to hold on to some things so that I might want to build things out of them, like rigs and things like that I might be able to sell for even more or use. Other things, I might want to check the pricing on it. Maybe it's better in one area or the other. Other things I might just want to hold on to because it's kind of cool. I don't need the ISK. Not that I have a ton of ISK. I will show you. I think I have like 20 million ISK, maybe not even that. 15 million ISK. Woohoo! But I don't fly expensive things. I'm slowly working my way up. In Matar level 5 frigates coming soon. What I kind of want to do is make a video for the first time where I don't want to say I organize it really well, but while I'm flying along here and telling you what I do, I want to answer the 5. I thought of something that might be kind of fun that you might like. 5 questions that you may be wanting to ask me after watching me play the last couple of episodes, or forever, but you're too afraid to ask. But first, I want to get to the hint of the day, and it is something that I've actually wanted to show for quite a while. It's something that I used to know, but I have not done a video about, and it was actually brought up in one of the comments, and I'm going to put some names up here because they're in the comments, so I apologize. I usually try not to say who I'm saying, but these were great comments after my last video, and I'm actually going to talk about a couple of them. But Lewis Steels brought up the fact, consider coming back in a sub 2 second align time ship like an Atron or Synesis or something, or even a shuttle. Also set up an Instadock bookmark. You've seen me actually make up the Instadocks at the stations, things like that. The big thing here is that sub 2 second align time. Now, I don't want to go completely into this. I'm sure you can find some videos about this. My kind of goal is to point out things that might make the game more fun. And so the hint to it is that sub 2 second align time. And what that basically does, and I might be a little bit wrong here, but I used to do it a long time ago. I have not flown a ship yet in my coming back that would do it. But what it does is it allows you, when you get through a gate, especially in high sec and even low sec, to align and get to warp within 2 seconds. And how is that important? Well, and again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment sections, especially, let's just see here, Lewis there. Lewis has got some great comments when I post, and this is why I love having my comment stream. When you align, somebody can try to lock on to you and warp scramble you so you can't get away. If I remember correctly, the game goes by ticks per second. So if you've got an align time of less than 2 seconds. Whenever you decloak from, or you become uncloaked, that's 1 second. And if you're able to warp, align and warp before that second happens, even if they have an insta tackle on you, the tackle doesn't go into effect until the second goes on to effect. So what means is it goes by whole numbers versus fractions of numbers, whereas your aligning and warping goes by fractions of a second. So you can actually get out before that warp scramble goes into effect. And this happened a long time ago when I used to play a lot. And what you basically have to do is fly a certain type of ship. He has an Atron or Sunesis there. There's a couple other ships that you can do that with that allow you to get away and haul things in small ships. I didn't do that in the last video because that goes to my question number 1. But I'll get to that here in a second. I want to do 5 questions if I can get them under 30 seconds. But what I am going to try to do is, you know, I just got that stuff out of nullsec. I got it to highsec. I want to get it to Dodixie. It is the closest of the major market hubs that I can get to without running into any problems. I'm going to do a small run here. I'm going to leave all this stuff in my station. It's worth still over 540. I'm just loading up a general group of things that I can take with me. It's worth about 37 million, so I'm not really that big of a target for anybody to keep an eye out for. Nobody's probably going to track me down, and even if I do lose it, who cares? But I'm going to go ahead and undock here and get moving. And I'm going to kind of run this run to see how busy it is. And then I may come back and get some more stuff, or I may wait a couple days. I do want to get back with the Tama. I have a goal of, I want to try out, one thing I need ISK for, and I need to skill up for it, I think. So I want to try out combat probes. I talked about that in the last video, where I might be able to scan down some drones in battle areas, and then I might be able to get Rex off of that. So basically, when you're looking for your align time that Mr. Steele was talking about there, boy, this is running slow. Oh, you know what? I need to minimize some stuff here. There we go. Your align time is right here. Now my align time is 2.55 seconds, so I'm at 3 seconds, which isn't terrible. But if somebody is out to get me, then they're going to get me. There are a lot better players than I am out there. So this is where I say I'm going to try to answer a question real quick, and then I'm going to end the video. And then I want to try to create a longer video where I do snips of I answer 5 questions. And I've written them down, but I want to put a tile in between. I'm going to try to make a video versus just recording myself for the first time. So my first question is this. I got to pause it now. I forgot that. Shoot. Stop. So my first question was, are you stupid? Yes, I am stupid. Me flying around with almost 600 million ISK worth of items in my inventory was really dumb. Now I had flown out through, it was only 2 jumps through a quick area. I felt comfortable doing it. Well, not totally comfortable. But that is a very dumb thing to do. You know, if you are smart, don't ever do that, or be ready to lose what you got. I will say this: the way I play, I kind of go for the weird rush of it all, trying something. It's kind of like if you played No Limit Hold'em poker, whenever you push all in. I remember the very first time in a tournament, as I've always been well known playing No Limit Hold'em as a very tight player, a very structured player. And I was in a 40-man tournament over at a maybe even 50 or 60 person tournament. First really live tournament for a decent amount of money. It was like not a ton of money, but and I was sitting around a table and I was getting no cards, and I remember I pushed all in for the first time in my life, where I was a complete and total bluff. And if you looked at the top of the table above where I was just looking across, and I have this thing where I don't look at the guy whenever I bluff. I look at their chips, and I focused on his chips. I was against another guy, and it was my tournament life at stake. And he sat there for like 2 or 3 minutes and then ended up folding. And I will tell you this, underneath the table, I will remember this for the rest of my life, my left leg could not stop gyrating. It could not stop going up and down. Above, I was fine. I was like, oh my God. In my head, I'm thinking, what the heck is going wrong with my leg? And I remember that because I have lived a very structured life, everything, not structured. I think about a lot of things, and this was a whim. This was something. And I found that I don't have a lot at stake with Eve. I don't have a massive corporation that I run. I don't have years of experience or things involved with it. All I want to do is have fun. And if that means that I haul ill-gotten gains from relic and data sites for the last 5 days across the cosmos, and I'm stupid, I better be willing to be stupid and lose those things. So I will say this. This is not an education video thing. This is a more entertainment. I try to do that to have people have fun. And if it allowed you to watch it and go, what is he doing? Then it was worthwhile all the way. So question number 1, yes, I am stupid. Question number 2. So I was literally about to do question number 2, and my court mate who just watched my video and was laughing at me did not know I was making the video. When I paused the video to put my tile up, sent me a message saying, this is what I used for the sub 2. Completely offhandedly. So rather go on to this number 2 question right away. What I wanted to do was show you the fit that he has, and maybe this will be helpful to anybody that's out there. There may be better ones out there. I'm throwing this up here. I'm just going to go through here what he has on the ship and explain possibly what he's got going. He's got 3 shield extenders on here. These increase his shield defense, so it's harder for people to one-shot him. I think that's what it's for. Johnny, if I'm wrong, Johnny Midnight is my other court mate. If I'm wrong with that, because my only thought there is that with shield extenders, it also increases your radius, your signature, so it would be easier for them to target you faster. So I'm assuming that the shield extender 2 is so that somebody can't one-shot you. Again, he's also got here the shield hardener, multi-spectrum, so that can take a defense of the shields on all of them. So really good there. Then he's got 1 inertial stabilizer, and 3 extended cargo holds, expanded cargo holds in its low power slots. This to get him more space, this to get him into his inertial stabilizers. I don't know the Sunesis that well. There is an option here where you could throw on maybe some other items here to make yourself turn faster, but if it's under 2, I don't think it really matters a whole lot. So good job there. Then he's got some rigs on here, and I have used these way back in the past. I know the cargo hold optimization just makes your cargo hold a little bit larger. Your engine housing, what is that? I don't know what that is. Ship modification is designed to increase the ship's velocity and maneuverability at the expense of armor amounts. So it speeds you up and it makes you turn faster, which is what you're looking for. So that's pretty cool. And your cargo hold optimization is just gives more space, if I'm not mistaken. Increase the ship's cargo capacity at the expense of armor amount. But he's got the shield tank, so who cares about armor? Low friction nozzle joints. I bet you this makes you turn faster. Modification increases ship's agility, expense of your ship amount. Boom. So if I was to simulate this, and I can actually use all of these. I can't use the hardeners, but those I could throw in something different. Now his align time, my align time with this is 2.02. I want it 1.99 or less. He probably uses this fit and has better skills than me, so it gets him down below that 1.99. So for me, what I might want to do is take out one of these cargo holds or expanded cargo holds and throw on some nanofiber or another inertial stabilizer, and that would probably get me down below this, I think. Ooh, I'm almost into Dixie too. Okay. So, yeah, great fit. Thanks so much, Johnny. I hope that helps out anybody. If there's better fits out there, feel free to message them to me. Or just try them out. Try something out. This was a good one. I like it. I have not flown a Sunesis. I think it is one of the ships that CCP can give you at different times. There might be other ways that you can get it. I have just flown just regular ships for a while. Oh shoot, I was not looking at local here. Oh, it is so weird being in systems where I've been in systems with like 1 or 2 people, including myself, for the last months, other than when I was Tama. Okay, so blah 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 blah. All I want to do is figure out where I can dock up here. So we are going to, because I haven't been into Dixie in a long time, I don't know. Now what I might start doing is, if I start bringing things to market, start setting up undock points and insta-dock points at each one of the major markets. I'm not going to do that today, but did make it to a Dixie. Do I want to do the 5 points, or maybe I'll do a point each day? I think I'll do that. Right now, I think what I'll do is I'll continue this one, because that went a little while there. Tomorrow, I'll do question number 2 or 2 and 3, but I will still continue. I'm going to try and combine these 2 videos and make my first created video for the first time. So I think I might have mashed some before together, but we'll see what happens. So I did make it to Dixie in my ship here. If I would have sold all of these out where I was at and straight out just multi-sold them, I would have gotten, I think it was about 9 million ISK total. Now it's saying my estimated price here is 37.1. There are a lot of different ways that you can try to sell stuff like this. Oh, I had this here. Interesting. I must have been here before. Which is that worth? 43,000. Okay. Long story short, all this stuff here is worth 37 million. If I were to do a multi-sell, I'm just going to pop these in here and sell all. I just want to see what it comes up as. Now you can go in and buy low, sell high sorts of things. Sometimes it's good just to save yourself some time. Time is money in this game. this is actually turning out really, really well. So if you look here, if I were just to straight out multi-sell everything without really haggling on anything, I could get 29 million ISK instead of 37. And this is an immediate sell. Now what I can do just real quickly is I can come along here and I go boom, and anybody who does market trading watching me sell this stuff is going, oh, please sell your stuff to me. Because I honestly don't care. All my money is ammo. But what I'm doing here is I'm looking for anything here that says that the asking price is 10%, a negative 10% or more. That means I'm getting a regularly decent price on everything, so I'm just getting rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that and that. So I feel like I might be getting good. And that one. So right here, I would be in 21 million ISK, and that is after my broker's fee and my sales tax. I could definitely upgrade those. I could definitely get some better pricing on some different things. Long story short, I can get 21 million ISK, which will buy me a combat probe, and I can mess around a little bit. I still have over 500 million ISK in the other area. Am I going to go nuts trying to sell everything? No. Could I pull up the market browser and double check pricings and things like that? I'm just justifying my own laziness here at this point in time. I'm going to be lazy, which is what market traders are looking for, and I'm going to sell this. Oh shoot, it's selling for a week. Can I do it immediately? So the only one that I can't sell immediately is this data core. Let's see here, 25. So I could sell 25 of them. Let's say 40. Nope. What this means is there's just people out there that want to buy it for what I've got there. So I can get 20 million ISK. Down the road, I'll start looking into some more market trading stuff. Really what I'm just trying to do is get up and rolling. If I do decide to start building rigs and or any other items out of ill-gotten goods and selling it, then I should definitely focus on trying to work the markets as well, because if you're going to put the time and effort into making something, you should get the amount of money you want from it. So I'm going to sell this. About to sell, $12.99. Fine with that. Boom, boom, boom. And I still got some other stuff here that I still got 11 million ISK worth of stuff lying here. So other things to think about marketing wise. You could look for areas that need things. Out in Stain, I could create scanning ships. I could create certain types of ships that people want to buy out there that they're not being sold. And I can charge for higher prices because they're out there and somebody might need them. This is just an area here where I know I can sell things immediately. That's why it's a market hub. And being out in Stain, or maybe you are, I remember I was part of an alliance back 10 years ago where they were living out there, and a guy would bring out stuff to the alliance and he would sell things at a higher price to get more ISK out of that. So there are so many different ways that you can make money off of it. I'm just trying to make a quick buck. All right, so what do I want to do next? Well, next video I will try to either in between now and then I will get a combat probe analyzer and combat probes and see what I have to do with that. Secondly, I want to get back out to Tama and do what I was doing there because I was having a lot of fun. And I will continue with my 5 questions that you may have wanted to ask me in the past. Alrighty, other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however that you want, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.